Hey, joining me now with analysis, former Clinton advisor Dick Morris. And by the way, be sure to check out his website, dickmorris.com. You can get his columns for free, absolutely free.
I'll email them to you.
And by the way, I get your emails, so I appreciate it. Look, this is going to be a significant week for the president. I, for the life of me, don't understand this. Yeah. You read poll numbers for a living. This is what you're good at this. You do this.
This guy is absolutely just slitting his own throat and taking the party with him. This is not just the election that determines control of Congress. The 2010 election determines the state houses and the governorships. And that's the same governorships and the same legislatures that will draw the lines for Congress for the decade. This is a decade of Republican control he's conceding. Let me say a word about this tax increase. This is all from my book 2010 that's coming out in a little bit. Right now, the United States' tax rate on a marginal dollar, the extra dollar you earn at the top bracket, is 42%. And out of the 30 nations of the developed world, that's about 24th. Under the Obama plan, which is 3 points for this, 5 points for expiration of the Bush tax cut, 1 point extra for Medicare, and there's 4 points of state and local on average, it will now go to 51. Which will make the United States the 4th most heavily taxed country in the world, behind only Sweden and Belgium and Finland.
It's a pretty frightening scenario. Here's what I don't understand. The poll, 30%, 33%, 35% on the high end of American support. Right. This Obamacare plan. And the more they know about it, the more they reject it. Well, so here's my question. You say they're slitting their throat here. If they use reconciliation on top of that, because that's the only way they can now pass it with the election of Scott Brown, what does this do to this election?
Well, it just kills them. But let's be real specific about this. They are going to pass this in the Senate. They will use reconciliation. They will find 51 votes easily. They will then but they'll also then have to pass the bill in the House, because this will be a new bill. Right. Now, there are 38 Democratic congressmen that voted against Obamacare last time. We probably keep all of those. Then there are 30 Democratic congressmen who are vulnerable, all up for re-election, all scared to death, who voted for it last time.
So they vote against it?
Well, at dickmorris.com right now, I have a list of them all. Their names, their states, their districts, and their phone numbers. And I urge everybody to go to dickmorris.com and call all of those guys and women. And then the League of American Voters has prepared advertisements to run in each of their districts. So the whole point here is that if we mount a huge effort aimed at these moderate conservative Democrats, we could turn this around
because
still.
Scott Brown was the 41st vote, so it's not over. All right, here I've been warning Republicans.
It's not only not over, he's within an inch of doing it.
Okay, well, that's true. But I will tell you, this is political suicide. If they go against the American people, they change the rules, they stack the deck.
He's going to kill him. He's going to not just kill himself, he's going to lose Congress, and he's going to lose Congress for a decade. But
he could demolish his own presidency with this.
Yeah, but he demolishes our health care in the process.
Well, yes and no, because a lot of this, remember, isn't going to be implemented. All of this could be reversed.
Well, reversed only if we throw him out as president, and only if we have a supermajority at that point. Remember what this is going to do. This is going to set up a board that will rule on who can get what medical care when. And it effectively is euthanasia. It says to the elderly, no, you cannot get this bypass surgery. You're diabetic, you're 78 years old, you're in a wheelchair. I'm sorry, I can't approve this surgery for you, but I'm going to die. Well, sorry about that.
Well, listen, if people doubt it, you know, they have a government rationing body, as we pointed out many times in Great Britain. Here's the